The president has this incredibly important power to grant second chances with the stroke of a pen. For many individuals with a felony conviction, the consequences of their conviction last a lifetime. A presidential pardon is a powerful act of forgiveness that opens up a host of new doors for individuals with felony convictions on their records. In the Office of the Pardon Attorney, we see a lot of clemency applications from individuals who were sentenced at the height of the war on drugs under mandatory minimum sentencing laws and with recidivist enhancements that in many cases result in mandatory life sentences. We receive a huge number of applications in which it's really clear that the applicant would receive a much lower sentence if they were sentenced today.
I mean, I don't think anybody can really imagine what it is to have life plus 10 years. So in the penitentiary, when you get life plus 10 years, or in the feds, that's life, that's what you do. There's no parole. That's where you die.
Thinking about criminal sentencing has changed significantly since the height of the war on drugs over the last several decades, and the president is in the position with his clemency power to correct some of the injustices that resulted from those prosecutions. I think that it's incredibly important in order to make good policy and good decisions that you have multiple different perspectives. And as a former public defender, I've had different life experiences and therefore have a different perspective than many individuals who've worked in the Department of Justice for their whole careers. One thing that I've really appreciated about the office is that every person who works there is there because they believe in the mission.
Our staff is made up of people with legal backgrounds, people with non-legal backgrounds. The one thing that we do share is that we all believe in second chances.
March of 2007 is when I went in front of Judge Alexander Williams. And Judge Alexander Williams told me that, Mr. Ray, my hands are tied. Judge Williams wrote a letter to the Department of Justice and to the President of the United States on my behalf, stating how he felt like it was an unfair sentence for me.
The clemency power is just the ultimate tool to achieve justice. And I've been in awe of this power since my days litigating, and to be part of the process of granting clemency is really just something that I still sort of can't believe I've been entrusted to do.
If you're granted commutation, you're granted freedom from confinement. If you're granted pardon, you're granted forgiveness and restoration of civil liberties.
A pardon does not expunge a conviction from your record, but it does restore your civil rights. So for many people, receiving a pardon can mean regaining the right to vote.
On the commutation side, it means reunion. It means reuniting someone with their family, with their children or grandchildren, their parents, their siblings. It means reuniting them with their community.
It allowed me to be able to come home, see my grandmother, Miss Lola Ray Lamb, before she left this earth.
It's a big deal to get a commutation from the president, and we want to see that somebody's going to get back out there and make the most of the second chance that they've been given.
The men and women that have come up for clemency, please do what you have to do in those penitentiaries or those jails. Don't let nobody talk you out of filling out that paperwork. Don't let your best friend tell you it ain't worth it. Because I'm here to tell y'all that it's worth it.
People should absolutely keep the applications coming.
Favorite part of my job is grant day. It is our yes day. It's the day that we get to call a recipient and let them know that they've been granted clemency from the president. And to give that call that says, congratulations, you've been granted clemency from the president, there's just nothing as professionally rewarding as that. For more information, go to justice.gov/pardon.